Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your day, the crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I just want to really quickly say that this video is probably going to be longer than usual, as I do have a ton of things to talk about specifically around the digital payment landscape, as well as around the SEC and a ton of other things. So with that in mind, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, Bitcoin. We have been watching Bitcoin's price action for a little bit of time now. We're still waiting for that last major swing of the lows. It could go down as low as like 24K, and that would most likely be our solidifying low. And I do think that that is going to be the bottom, basically being put in on Bitcoin. I think that is one last swing that would allow for a lot of retail to be shaken out. Guys, I'm telling you right now, do not get shaken out of your utility holdings, meaning XRP, XDC, XLM, HBAR, etc. Do not get shaken out at this current moment in time. We have been seeing mass accumulation of, crypto from the, institutional grade area, while retail has been scared to buy and scared to even, look at their portfolio. I think that this is such a pivotal moment in time where we have such a massive opportunity ahead of us, while everyone is continuously touting bear market, this, that. I think that this is one of those incredible moments in time, similar to what we did see back in March of 2020. And I show you guys a lot, in terms of the charts, going all the way back to that March of 2020 timeframe. Here you guys have it. Even during the, SEC lawsuit, you were still in profit on XRP, if you accumulate it at that range, and you're still in massive profit now. So again, pay attention to generational bottoms, as these are times where you want to accumulate. And we are seeing that essentially at this moment in time being printed on the chart as we speak. And again, XRP could most likely come down a little bit lower. We're definitely watching a lot of the altcoin lows to be printed in. I made a video on that earlier today. If you guys do want to check that out, you guys are more than welcome to go check that out. But I do want to talk to you guys about things that are happening around crypto. We do see here, where is Bitcoin going? Into ETFs, apparently. 200,000 Bitcoin is now stored in Bitcoin ETFs and other institutional products. We do see Bitcoin investment vehicles are seeing gargantuan inflows, a fresh sign that traders' appetite for Bitcoin exposure is mounting. We actually do see that over here. Bitcoin ETPs have now more Bitcoin under control on behalf of clients than ever before. This is pretty significant. And we do see over here, happier days for Bitcoin ETPs as buyers pile in, despite Bitcoin's price action failing to draw in buyers at over 50% below all-time highs. Not everyone is feeling risk off. We do see down here in total Bitcoin ETPs, which include products such as ProShares Bitcoin Strategy Exchange Traded Fund, now have 205,000 Bitcoin under their control. Like I've said, we've been seeing massive inflows. We've been seeing mass accumulation of crypto from the institutional side of things, while everybody is so panicky and so fearful. I've been telling you guys, this is why I've been averaging into some positions. We also did see here, next week, U.S. Senator Loomis will unveil a proposal to integrate crypto into the U.S. financial system. This is also significant. This comes, days after we've seen the New York Fed president urges, colleagues to prepare for the coming digital payment transformation, talking more so about CBDCs and basically where we are headed. I want you guys to understand that right now, when we talk about the current payment infrastructure, now is the moment in time to truly pay attention. It is not time, to joke around and, mess around. It's time to get serious. Things are rapidly shifting here. We've been seeing this. I think inflation, and when we talk about the pandemic, I think it was all to streamline us getting to this digitized moment in time. And again, I do not support retail CBDCs, but that is exactly what they are trying to usher in. Now, of course, why are they ushering in, a retail CBDC? Well, they want to control monetary power. And the easiest way to control monetary power is by being able to track and trace every single transaction. That is why I've always said that, I'm all fine for a wholesale CBDC, but it looks like even a retail CBDC is going to make its way into the system, which, we knew that this was going to happen. Now, With this in talks and with everything that we've been discussing for a while, I do believe that we are still some time away from a US CBDC, specifically around retail individuals. So we do have time to prepare. And what I say in terms of preparation for that is just to make as much money as possible off of crypto during this time. And of course, I'm going to be stuck in crypto for the rest of my life because I do believe that crypto is the future and we will continue to see it grow. I think that we are extremely early. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about being extremely early on crypto and things like that here shortly, but first I want to talk to you guys about the SEC lawsuit. So we do see here the headline is only half correct. Hinman was both the client and the lawyer simultaneously. He was given legal advice to people at the SEC and receiving legal advice at the same time regarding the speech. That's the SEC's true argument here. And we do see, you just have to imagine it. Is this really the plot where they have ended up at by now? And we do see, Ripple versus SEC, the case gets a new twist as SEC claims Hinman was a client. It's comical to say the least where we are basically at in terms of this SEC lawsuit. Now, talking about this SEC lawsuit and talking about the SEC, we just seen, agency turnover is normal, but not to this degree. Ex-staffers have told me Gensler, Hillary Clinton's former bagman, treats the SEC entirely as a vehicle for his personal ambitions and drives out anyone who disagrees. And this is coming after SEC leaders with nearly 50 years of experience quit under Gary Gensler's tenure. I want you guys to understand that when we talk about things happening around the SEC, they are essentially falling apart. The SEC, in terms of its credibility, and not only credibility, but also just in general for its reputation, is completely at a loss. They are crumbling right now. And I do believe that this is great for Ripple's side in terms of an argument point around this lawsuit as well. This is 3 senior SEC officials who together have nearly 50 years of collective experience quitting. This is significant. Now, we also did see Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse thinks only few cryptocurrencies will survive in the long term. This is why I say, do not get shaken out of your utility holdings. Your utility holdings are the ones that are going to make you generational wealth. These are going to be XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, QNT. These are assets that are incredible right now in terms of, a discount. And I do believe that we will see a little bit of a deeper discount. It's going to be a slight one. It's going to be pretty quick as well. But our bottom is essentially nearly in. And when we talk about this, I want you guys to understand that we will get to this point in time where regulatory clarity will be ushered in, and it will kill a ton of cryptos. Now, while we look at this, we really kind of go back in time to the dot-com bubble, and we look at how many, IPOs were at, around at that time. We do see here in 1999 alone, there were 457 initial public offerings, and the dot-com bubble Wikipedia lists 90 companies that got caught in the web of severe overvaluations, but many more were lost in the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s. And we do see, down here them talking about, basically the percentage loss and things like that. When we talk about the dot-com bubble for, crypto, I don't believe it's going to be a very similar situation. I think that it's going to be, almost alike, if you will, or it's going to be compared, to each other. Because what we're going to see is we're going to see regulations being ushered in, and we're going to see a ton of crypto projects get wiped off the face of the earth. You're going to basically see what happened to Luna happen to a ton of other projects within the space because of regulations basically coming and killing them. Now, as we do look at this, there's going to be a select few left over. And of course, during the dot-com bubble, we did have a select few companies left over, and a lot of those companies went on to basically become household names. Amazon, for an example, was one that survived, and it took years and years for them to bounce back. But I don't believe that it's going to take years for crypto to bounce back, because I do believe that when we do see regulatory clarity ushered in, we're also going to see trillions and trillions of dollars ushered in through institutional grade clients and use cases alike. So I'm definitely watching that closely. Now, I also do want to share with you guys this. So Sheila Warren, former WEF, on the crypto industry, ignored submissions, enforcement actions versus legit actors. XRP community knows this well. 67,000 XRP holders ignored by the SEC. Now Warren is CEO for a crypto lobbying group. big, coincidence here? No, absolutely not. We do see here, the crypto industry has been pleading for regulatory clarity for, to help users distinguish legit opportunities from scams. Instead, we've gotten ignored submissions, enforcement actions versus legit actors, and silence. We stand ready to collaborate to ensure safe, inclusive growth for all. And of course, this was an individual that was the head of blockchain and digital assets team at the World Economic Forum. She was also at the Ripple Swell Global event during October. And we do see over here, Sheila Warren leaves, World Economic Forum to lead crypto lobbying firm. The Crypto Council for Innovation's founding members include Coinbase, Fidelity, and, of course, when we talk about, a lot of these companies, for an example, we talked about the Luna backers, right? The VC backers. Paradigm has been also one of those, named companies that is also backed by like FTX and also Fireblocks. But these are some pretty large names, as you guys do see. And then we also do see here, Warren, who is based in San Francisco, will be responsible for leading the discussion of crypto on behalf of the CCI by communicating its benefits to policymakers and regulators. She's basically going to go to base for us, if you will, and she's going to be batting for us. And I think that this is great. I think that when we talk about things happening right now around this, market, I definitely do believe that the 67,000 XRP holders that, have been ignored for so long will have their day in court. And when I say that, it's just basically we will be, heard, because we have been hurt greatly by this overall lawsuit. Now, also, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this article. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says company to consider acquisitions. Report. This is pretty significant. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says that the San Francisco-based payments company plans to consider acquiring other crypto projects in the future. Garlinghouse tells CNBC Ripple has a very strong balance sheet and is at the stage of its growth where it's more likely to be a buyer than a seller. I would say there's a lot of growth in crypto, and we are looking at a lot of different segments in crypto for growth. Some of that, obviously, we will build internally. The carbon credit initiative is something we've kicked off internally, but we've invested in over 30 or 40 companies around the crypto ecosystem, and we'll continue to look at opportunities to grow through external acquisitions also. I think there will be an uptick in mergers and acquisitions in the blockchain and crypto space. We haven't seen yet, but I think that's likely in the future, and I certainly think as that unfolds, we would consider things like that. So this is pretty significant. We do see Garlinghouse adds Ripple also has plans to evaluate the possibility of an IPO after it concludes its ongoing lawsuit with the U.S. SEC, and we do see the San Francisco payments company isn't the only crypto firm thinking about acquisitions. We do see Brett Harrison, president of crypto exchange FTX.us, also tells CNBC that his firm plans to examine the market for potential merger and acquisition opportunities that will aid in the securing new users and or regulatory licenses. So this is pretty significant. We're seeing a ton of talks about growth around crypto. I told you guys, things are going to continue to ramp up. Growth is happening. When we talk about things happening around crypto right now, I want you guys to understand that this is no longer a game. Okay? Things are being built out. Things are rapidly changing day in and day out, specifically around regulatory clarity. Regulations is going to be the last hurdle. I told you guys that that's going to be the floodgate that opens massive amounts of opportunity. I'm telling you guys right now, you are going to want to be in utility gems at the time of regulatory clarity being ushered in, because it's going to change the entire crypto landscape forever. I'm telling you guys. It's going to be a major change in how we really kind of determine valuations for every single crypto asset. It's not going to be a speculative market. It's not going to be, hey, who has the best marketing? No, it's going to be who has the best use case, who's providing the most amount of value to these companies. That's going to be how you determine the top ranks, and this is why I do believe that a lot of those utility gems are going to be the star of the show, if you will. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.